I have not only been playing Castle Crashers, I've been playing one Mario Kart World because I got my hands on the Nintendo Switch 2. It's a good time.
Very excited.
Look forward to that review.
Phil, we got a review of Mario Kart World, but talk to me about the Switch 2. How are you feeling about the Switch 2?
It's I think I was thinking about this because I knew you were going to ask this. I'm probably I think the word I'm gonna use, and I think it's a pretty apt word for those who also have the Switch 2 and you're listening to this. I think it feels premium. Like it feels it's a good feeling. Like, but because you know how much you spent on it, you're like, man, this is like, I want to take care of this thing.
Okay.
And it doesn't feel delicate. That's not the right thing to word. I like to go with premium. It's like, you're dealing with a good piece of hardware here.
Okay.
I also love the Pro Controller. The Pro Controller is really, really good. It's very, very silky feeling. It's similar, like, grip wise to the Nintendo Switch 1 Pro Controller, but it has those back buttons on there.
In terms of grip, in terms of like how your hands sit on it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I get the feeling like when I'm holding the Switch 2 itself, it feels a little more. I think just because of, like, it's a bigger console, it maybe feels a little thinner than the Switch 1, but it's definitely the same thickness.
Okay.
I feel. The Joy-Cons themselves, they feel, I'd say, the same amount of awkwardness to hold. I also don't like. I'm not a big fan of, like, the grip that the Switch 1 came with. I don't like the Switch 2's version of it very much.
Are you talking the like black plastic thing that you would slide?
Yeah.
Okay.
Never used those. Because these Joy-Cons don't slide. These Joy-Cons don't slide. They latch onto it, and so they don't have. I'm just gonna grab it and I can show you real quick. I'll be right back.
It's seeming like the box, which usually was cheap with the first Switch, isn't anymore. I'll ask him when he comes back because I'm assuming he's up until this point only talked about the controller itself, not the dock.
Oh, the dock. Yeah, no, he has not talked the dock yet. No. Yeah, so yeah, I've got a couple of questions, and it's funny that he said it feels premium. I'm curious, does it just feel like a premium Switch 1, or does it actually feel like an upgrade?
Yeah, a new console.
Are we just getting a really nice Switch 1, or are we getting like an actual new, this is a jump in quality console?
Well, you heard that, so.
Oh, I mean, so in terms of a jump in quality, I sent you, Tavin, a TikTok of someone playing Pokemon Scarlet and Violet on the Switch 2. And the joke was like, hey, I just paid $500 for, like, a software update.
Yeah.
And it's a pretty apt description because, like, playing Pokemon Scarlet on the Switch 2, it's insane, like, the differences in terms of, like, the overall quality of the game. Like, it's just night and day difference. Like, the frame rates are way, way better. The draw distance is increased. Like, you can see further in front of you in more detail. The amount of Pokemon that spawn around you is increased. Oh, wow. So it's, like, a lot more, like, packed in. It feels like a more, like, alive world. Pokemon Scarlet on the Switch 2. But this is what I was talking about. This is the little grip, the Switch 2 grip thing.
Oh, that guy. Okay.
Yeah. So
that feels the exact same, or it feels worse?
Well, no, I think it actually feels worse because when you're holding it, the Joy-Cons, they go in because they don't slide on anymore. They just grip in. So you have all this negative space that's still flat
on the sides.
Yeah. On the sides. So, like, when you're holding it, it doesn't fit in your hand all like it should. Like, there's some negative space between where your hand is and where your hand meets the Joy-Con.
We thought you were talking about.
It doesn't feel good.
We had thought you were talking about the bar, like the single little bar that you plug into.
Which he's right, because that is called the grip. So that's our fault. But I was thinking the bar that goes on the side of it just to kind of fill out the.
Oh, okay. No. That's not
the Joy-Con.
Yeah, I get what you're saying, but no, that's like the one that has, like, the wrist strap on it, I guess.
Yeah, that's where the wrist strap comes in.
Yes, you haven't.
And then I've not used that. I've not put those on. But this is my Nintendo Switch 2 Pro Controller. It's very, very nice. You can see those little back buttons on there.
A little hard to pick up with the lighting.
Yeah,
it's solid right there at the end, but yeah.
Yeah. They're really nice. Go ahead.
The box. I mean the dock. How's that feel? Because the old one felt cheap, while the Switch.
I think it's a little more like boxier / like it's boxier, not in the sense that it's like a rectangular prism or like a square. It's got like a kind of bubble-ish thing to it, but it's overall like just thicker. So I guess there's more of it. So I guess it kind of does still feel kind of flimsy and kind of cheapish. The dock itself.
Is it still just kind of like cheap plastic as opposed to like
yes,
like all right,
yes,
yeah? Because I think like just in terms of quality materials, like the plastic bits that go on your PlayStation 5 feel like stronger than the dock ever did.
Yeah,
I would agree with that. Yeah, like the things you can like change out and
the PS5 covers. Yeah,
those ones. Yeah.
And it's just Mario Kart World. Everything else is just like better playing Switch games as of now.
As of right now.
Yeah.
As of right now, yes.
We are 8 days away from Donkey Kong Bonanza.
Mm-hmm.
So. Nope, that's next month.
No, July. Yeah.
Oh, is it really July? I thought it was June. Okay,
yes.
never mind.
No, that's July.
Okay, no, we're a month and 8 days away from Donkey Kong Bonanza. So yeah, it's a little light right now for sure. But I mean, what console lineup is strong at launch? You know?
No, yeah.
For sure. I think the only like older game I've loaded up on my Switch 2 has been Pokemon, just because I've been really locked down on Mario Kart. I've not had a chance to load back into Breath of the Wild or Tears of the Kingdom to check out any of the how they run or like how it feels to play.
Yeah, the prime example used has been Scarlet and Violet, but I think that's just because the game came out in such a poor condition that this is playable now. Wow, look at that! Is like used as an example.
It probably has the widest gap in terms of quality.
Yeah, the best thing I've seen for Zelda is just that the loading screen is slightly faster. Like there's they cut if it's a an 8-second loading screen, they cut 3 seconds off of it. I'm like, all right, cool,
Yeah.
Hey, but you get back in behind get back on your hands on sticks faster,
For sure.
Have you used the? I don't know where it is on without really having any games. But have you explored the mouse function? Have you tried that out?
I've not. I I do have Metroid Prime Remastered, and I was gonna see if that function worked.
I've heard conflicting reports that it has and it hasn't.
Okay,
I don't know what that's about.
I'll have to check it out. But as far as like switching it into mouse mode to just kind of explore it with it, I've not honestly even thought about it because I haven't had the use case.
Right.
This is why they should have had the fucking wheelchair basketball game at launch as well. Like that should have just been our fuck around.
That I think I think that's the most shocking that's not a launch title.
The demo, the like tech demo thing isn't there either. Like, well, comes out later, right?
No, the tech demo is live. It just doesn't come with the console.
It's $10,
like it should.
Well, yeah, it's $10, but yeah, it should be a pack in. But yeah, it's crazy that it. Anyways,
Nintendo.
I think the welcome tour they have it rated on OpenCritic. It is a 60 on OpenCritic.
It's a shitty welcome.
That's tough.
Yeah.
How's the weight of it? If we're getting
solid,
if we're getting bigger, it should be heavier.
I'm digging how the weight. I haven't. I mean, it definitely. I would say it feels heavier, just because like there's more going on with it. Anyway, sorry. I don't speak non-Switch 2 haver. I'm sorry.
Damn, got me.
Brokey.
Yay! I'll take. Hey, come on, bring it. I deserve it.
But yeah, I'm really into Mario Kart World. I think it's really good, and I look forward to people hearing my thoughts on the full review.
Yes.
The UI I saw online. It's just a white version of what we had before.
For the Switch?
Yeah, like the home screen.
I mean, the home screen was white on the regular Switch.
Oh, you're right. I switched it to dark mode, but it's the exact same. We didn't change it up really at all.
I mean, some of the icons are slightly different, like because like all the icons are at the bottom, just like they were on the Switch, and I think they are like a darker gray or something like that.
Why is the PS4 the only people to do it right? You choose your theme, and then you're golden. They took it away for the 5. They
PlayStation
don't have
3
it for the
had
Switch.
it also,
But there's the last one.
But five is the theme.
Yeah.
The theme is whatever game you're on, So whatever game you're playing is the theme.
That's not true. They changed it for the anniversary where you can change it.
They just slapped some stickers on the top of it. It looks ugly as shit.
And they know they can do more. They know they can.
I mean, I don't think they can. I think that's why the PlayStation thing is just stickers slapped on the top.
Well, God damn it, the Switch should have it.
I really miss my PS4 Kingdom Hearts theme. It was really sweet.
So yeah, see, also the music that plays. It's more than just the visuals.
Yep.
I understand. I just don't think I understand. I get it, and part of me does wish that it would come back. I don't care that much.
I care.
I do
care
wish
a lot.
they created the little My Activity Center on the PS5, and that you can change the background for. So I do wish we would develop themes for that. But that's now it's a layer too deep. You know what I'm saying? Where you got to scroll over to a specific tab and you got to create a specific thing for that. So you're never going to get themes for that tab. You can change the background image. So I created my own, it's an image. It's like a really pretty picture of Tifa from Final Fantasy VII Remake. But so you can change it to whatever screenshot you've made. So you can make your own theme, but just for that specific tab.
Yeah.
And there's no music that plays, which I agree is disappointing, but why would anybody create a theme for that one tab? You know what I mean? But it's just a point of you can change that to whatever you want.
One other thing I'll point out about the Switch 2 in terms of regular feel is I like how the control sticks feel on both on the Pro Controller and on the Joy-Cons themselves. The control sticks are pretty good.
Buttons feel the exact same as the original Switch, or do they have more give to them?
I think they're not as clicky.
Okay. Are they bigger?
I mean the whole Joy-Con's bigger, right?
Yeah.
So maybe.
I think it would have to be, but not in a way that's noticeable. Where you're
probably
this
not
feels...
regularly noticeable. They're probably roughly the same size. If they are different, we're talking less than a millimeter or something like that.
Oh, okay. That's disappointing because the Joy-Con buttons are small.
Got big meaty hands.
I'd like them to be a little bigger.
Big meaty claws.
I also think they should have gone thicker with the Joy-Cons. Put some grip on that bitch. Put a little swoop on it.
If we had the actual control grips on it.
We had the announcement of the ROG Xbox Ally, and those look very comfortable in the hands. And I wish the Switch had gone that route.
But I guess you can only do so much.
And also in terms of the regular screen size tab, and you'll get this analog. It's I'd say it's maybe slightly smaller than the PlayStation Portal, in terms of the full size of the console. Because that's what I've been using to carry it around. Is my Portal case.
Interesting. Okay. Yeah. All right. That's a decent size. I would have liked it to have been just as, if not maybe even a little bigger. But decent size.